getting impatient, I need to make change. I can't do no hating, I'm too grown now. She loving my patience, go with the flow now. Only focus on the present, making my life slow down. AC the main thing I'm repping, you know that we hold it down.
Welcome back to another episode of the Always Climbing Podcast. It's your boy Joe and Bryce. As always, we appreciate the viewers and listeners wherever you get your podcast from. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We got a lot of stuff that's rolling out and a lot of stuff that we got planned for the end of the year and next year. But as we get to I want to hold up our guests. But as we always do, we got our climber of the week. Our climber of the week today is our boy Bryce. He was just at the All Ohio Counselors Conference. Crushed it. We got a bunch of emails about how well he did. A bunch of people trying to, collaborate with him and work with him. He really did a great job. Really just showing how he loves his kids and how he leads with love with these kids and being the counselor that he is and doing a fabulous job that he does. But I'll let him elaborate a little bit more on that experience.
Yeah, man, it was incredible, man. First of all, I appreciate the recognition, Joe. But no, man, it was cool, man. Just being myself, right? And that's the main thing. Is that's actually one of my main messages to the counselors as I presented was to show yourself, right? I told them on one of my slides, I tell my kids all the time, I am Mr. Harris and Mr. Harris is me. And they don't, so that what that basically means is they're not getting a different person. They're not getting a different version of myself. And my professional, yes, maybe I'm not roasting them the way I might roast some of my friends or something, whatever it may be, but they still get me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm childish at heart. And, even just like me having handshakes with every single kid, it's not, oh, make sure you give a grown man a firm handshake. I teach them that, right? My young men at my school, I teach them that, but 9 times out of 10, they're giving me a secret handshake. We got a secret handshake. I got a secret handshake with every kid. And 9 times out of 10 is that type of introduction to each other. So that's what the presentation was all about, and it was cool, man. Got my feet wet. It felt like, to be honest with you, it felt like I was about to get ready for a football game again, man. That was my first time speaking in a while. Definitely my first time speaking in the counseling world. I didn't know what to expect. I had my headphones on, man. Me mugging and stuff, man. I ain't want to talk to nobody, but it was cool when it was over. So I definitely look forward to the future, man, and being able to speak to more people in different settings. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now transitioning to our guest, our great guest, former teammate of ours back at the Stone.
Really and them Hawks for me.
And the Hawks.
Wow.
Really just to give you some flowers, just like a true leader on and off the field. Definitely someone that helped guide me and Bryce at a young age, even though the years ain't that far apart, but you help us definitely find our way, whether it's in that weight room and on that field and really understanding what leadership looks like. Great, at least from my perspective. I just want to give you some flowers and a shout out for that for you. Someone who always showed a lot of love when we got to college. At Akron, there can be some haters, let's be real. But you weren't one of them. And so we greatly appreciate that. And to now having the success you are having now is greatly, it's a great opportunity to have you on the show, to shine some light on you, allow people to hear your story. But can you just give the viewers a background of Luther Holley?
All right. Yes, sir. But yeah, before I get started, man, I just want to just give my gratitude to you guys, man. It's just, you guys are being the change that you want to see in this world, man. And that's just, it's so beautiful, man, just seeing, and just like, man, we were just, on the field together, bro. But now, it's just, it's so much more than football, man. We have so much, we have so much passion and there's so much love for the game, but just, just showing that you guys have it off the field is great. But yeah, my name is Luther Holley. I graduated at Firestone 2014. Younger, I had both mom, both dads. Really, it takes a village. It literally takes a village to raise kids, and I could truly say I had a village. It's a lot of hands, a on my on my upbringing. I had a lot of people motivating me, and just hey, in the words that I didn't want to hear, I heard them, and you know just being the best person I could be. Akron, Ohio. I did some I did a year at Akron U, sports management, and it was life. You know, sometimes you're just not ready, and it will show you. I wasn't I wasn't in that right mindset, in this right mindset, to finish college. So I started working and just realized that I could do more with it. And COVID COVID was a blessing for me. COVID was truly a blessing for me because it truly made me go back to a child. It made me sit down and actually do what I love to do as a child, and that was draw. And I figured out I could bring it to life by putting on clothes, man. And that's where Integrity Clothing came. It came during the pandemic when a lot of people were thinking of it as a curse, but it was truly a blessing, man, because I truly got to go deep in and really find a true passion that I wanted to do. And then after a little bit after that, I got into network marketing, and it's like Bryce, just it's different, man. It's different. It's a whole new journey, and I've been doing it for about 2 years now. And hey, I'm blessed. It's all God, just him blessing me and the people around me, man.
Yeah, for sure. Can you give the viewers, like, because I mean this the basis of this show is around self-development, which I know you're huge on pushing that motivation, pushing yourself to get better and develop. I know Bryce is, I am as well. Can you talk about a little bit of that in your development, your process, and what does the day in the life look for? What does the day in the life of Luther Holley look like?
All right. I have an alarm set. I have an alarm set for 4 a.m. I wake up at 4 a.m. every day.
Even Sundays?
Even Sundays, bro.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah, no. Even Sundays, bro. It's just on the weekends you can get a little nap, because after the routine, you definitely need a little nap. But 4 a.m. I wake up, I pray. Because that's the reason why we're here, man. Even if you don't believe in God, you got to believe in something. You got to believe in a higher power. So I wake up and I pray, and it's early, so I'm still kind of bust out about 20 push-ups, just getting myself juiced up a little bit, and I sit down and I say my goals. Everybody, if you're really truly focused on your goals, you should have them with you every time. I take my goals everywhere I go. I read my goals. I am, I am where I want to be. It's the feeling that you want to see. You want to feel it. You could say it, but you have to truly feel it. So I say it a few times. I do my 5-minute meditation. After that, I do a quick journal entry. Got to keep a journal, and I keep my books. I read 15 minutes. So all of that before I have to go in, I got to be to work at 6. So all of that is it's a routine now. I've been doing it for over a year and a half now, with constant morning routine. And just I want people to know that it's not going to be perfect all the time. It's not going to be perfect every day. You're going to press snooze sometime, but just realize if you press snooze, you press the snooze on life. You woke up for a reason. So wake up and really and truly wake up. You have to start the day now. It's time to get going. So that's part of my routine, man. And then after work, I do my workouts. I get my workouts in. I do 3 miles, man. I do 3 miles on the treadmill, and whatever the sets is for the day. So I get a good hour in at the gym after work. So that's pretty much my day, man.
Man, what time with a 4 o'clock wake up? What time you go to sleep, man? Because I get up at 5:30. Right. I get up at 5:30, and even me, I could get some more sleep. I'm probably sleep by 11:30. that's like 6 hours, 6.5 hours, depending on the day. So like, if I'm getting up at 4, that means I really got to go to sleep early. Like, what time do you sleep?
Hey man, I'm sleep by 9:30. 9:30 or like, latest like 10:30, man. So it be early nights, man, but it's truly worth it, when you really realize that your body and the mind needs that rest. And just and it's important to just getting the good things into your mind before you go to sleep. Just reading a quick page of a book, man, watching, a motivational video, and just because people don't realize, your mind works harder when it's sleep. But that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, man, it's important.
But how, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. Like, doing the things that you really need to be successful, it's not that hard. It's just consistently doing them. But like how, like what book did you read? What drive you? Not, I know what drive you after you just told us. I appreciate that. But like, what is like one thing you go back to? Is it either your faith with God? Like, what is something that you go back to, like, even when you are wavering and you having one of them days, like, man, I know you say like you pressing snooze on life, and sometimes, man, I'll press snooze. I'll press snooze on life. Got to wait for a second.
Sometimes I press snooze on everything. Everything
got to stop. And it's really easy to have a mindset of like, oh, I got to take care of myself right now. I ain't getting enough sleep, or I got to do this or that. But like, it seems like you have some non-negotiables. So like, where did that come from in that mindset? Like, can you dig a little bit deeper and like, just like, if there's one thing that a viewer or listener can do to flip that switch?
Everything that I learned about my morning routine is in a book. And I'm sorry because I'm moving. I'm actually in the process of moving right now. But the 5 a.m. Club by Robert Sherman.
I got that book. I never read it though.
I was about to start it too.
Yeah. It changed my whole perspective, bro. That book literally changed my life. That book and the 4 Agreements.
Yep.
4 Agreements. I ain't heard that one.
I got that book gifted to me, the 4 Agreements, and I ain't gonna lie to you. The cover of the, don't judge a book by its cover. But I got the book and I seen it somewhere where it was like, I'm like, man, I thought it was like a corny book, but it's like really like a great development book. And I didn't read the whole thing yet, but I'm definitely gonna tap back in after this.
Hey man, it's a must, dog. But the 5 a.m. Club, man, even if, bro, read that together, you feel me? Because me and my team, we read it together, bro. And I was, we literally, in our group, bro, in our chats, we post our morning routines, man. And, we're consistently now, because, if I don't be consistent with it, if I don't feel like I'm doing it with intention, I have to start over. You feel me? We're on runs right now. Yeah. Right now, I'm on day 88. You probably can't see it in my journal, but this is day 88. And it's just consistency, bro. This is what the successful people do.
Yep.
Success leaves clues, bro. Like, it's and once I figured that out, like, it might be hard at, when we first start, but this is what the successful people do. This is what I'm going to do. Eventually it will work. You feel me? So it truly takes consistently, bro, but it changed my whole mindset, man. It changed my whole mindset, bro.
My question is, Jovan, it's related to Jovan's question. When you asked that question, Joe, about what pushes him, you said something that made me think of a whole new question. What are, out of everything, like the snooze button, what are your non-negotiables? What's something that, if not every day, but just like anytime you do it, like, for a fact, I gotta do this every day. Like, no matter what, I don't care what is going on in life. I don't care how I'm feeling. Forget my feelings. David Goggins mode type. Like, what has to get done every day?
What has to get done every day? Gratitude.
Word of the year.
Gratitude, bro. Like, how can you accept what God is about to do for you when you're not grateful for what you have? A lot of people don't have anything, bro. Like you were saying in the beginning, bro. We're blessed. We're so blessed, bro, and a lot of people don't have anything. But when you are grateful for something, there's no doubt, no fear, no worry. You're grateful. You feel me? Fear or nothing cannot intrigue with that. It doesn't work. So whenever I'm feeling down, whenever any time of the day, I even have alarms on my phone to to just speak gratitude to myself. Speak gratitude. I'm so thankful and grateful for this book I'm reading. I'm so thankful and grateful for the sun shining on me right now. I'm so thankful and grateful for my pen. It is writing everything that I need to know to be successful. You feel me? I can always go back to this. I'm thankful and grateful for my journal. I'm thankful and grateful for the shower. Like no bad could come in when you're grateful, man. Be grateful for what you have, man. Because a lot of people can't even say, they're getting in the cold showers, not even showers at all. And bro, and I know, like, you know, Bryce, bro, and Jovan, with y'all working with the kids, bro. You see, a lot of these kids, bro, don't have half of the stuff that we had growing up, and it's crazy, bro. It's just like you have no reason but to be grateful.
Facts. Yeah. Facts. Gratitude, non-negotiable. Okay. I like that.
Bryce, let me ask you, what's some of your non-negotiables?
Like every day?
Yeah. I'm more so being selfish with me because I'm gonna preface this like this. Like I've noticed for me, some of my non-negotiables, I'm getting back to some of those non-negotiables because I fell off from some of my routine a little bit. So I'm trying to recalibrate where I need to be, especially as you end of the year, as we close the year. Because again, ever since Bryce told me why wait until next year, I'm trying to get back on it right now. And so I'm asking that, more selfishly asking for you, like just picking both of y'all brain, because as I'm trying to get back into it, it's like working out, prayer every day. Like I'm getting back to those, but like what's more that
for
can
me
add to my life?
For me, mine is very loose, man, but it is a non-negotiable, and it's something that I think about every day. Every single day I do something very uncomfortable for myself, whether it's very light or very heavy. But it's too loose. And similar to you, we're in the same stage right now, Joe. 5 days out of 7, I'm very consistent. 5 days out of 7, I have way more non-negotiables than just that. 5 days out of 7, I'm working out. No matter how I feel. 5 days out of 7, I'm waking up at 5:30. 5 days out of 7, I'm praying on my knees. 5 days out of 7, I'm reading the Bible. Those other 2 days, I feel sorry for myself and I go to bed without reading the Bible. I'm like, man, I can just look at the verse of the day and I'm cool. So I'm not saying I'm terrible for that. I'm not saying I'm perfect for that. I would never tell anybody that I'm perfect, because everything that we teaching these kids on a daily basis, even me, I'm working on it. I tell them that, like, you want that consistency every day. You want that consistency every single day. But I'm telling you right now, where I'm at in life right now, and every day I say I'm gonna fix it until I don't. Right? I'll go 6 days in a row reading the Bible, praying, and then that 7th day hit, and I don't do it, knowing I should. I'm in bed. I'm like, you ain't even read the Bible today. I'm like, man, I can just do the verse of the day, and I go to bed feeling guilty, low key. But the non-negotiable is doing at least one thing that makes me uncomfortable. Whether it's
I like that.
Whether it's reading a book that I don't want to read, whether it's going to talk to somebody that I know could use my positivity and I don't even like them all like that, for real. Y'all know I'm transparent. I got some athletes that get on my last nerves. And it's very uncomfortable. I'm serious. It's actually uncomfortable for me to show love to them. I'm obviously, as a grown man, I'm always show love to them, but I'm saying it's difficult for me to go out of my way to show love to them when they spitting in my face. Borderline, they so disrespectful, and I still got to be gentle with them and positive with them and not act a fool, right? I count that, because I could easily go the other way. I could easily quit. I could easily act a fool towards them. I could easily tell them they got the wrong one and show them the other side. But I count that. I'm like, man, at least I did one thing, man, that just put me out of my comfort zone, and I stayed solid through it. But like I said, it's loose, man. It could be way better for me to have a non-negotiable. I want more non-negotiables. I want more things that it's not an option that I do, right? one thing that, you know, I look up to my parents about, that I saw right with my own two eyes, and I know they still do it. You know, I don't live there. It's been years, but I'll be honest with y'all. Like, me and my wife, we got a great relationship. Don't get it twisted. But she's so busy. She a head coach. She a head coach, y'all, for like 2 sports, 3 sports. I'm a football coach. I'm running AC. She a teacher. I ain't gonna lie. It's some days we see each other, we talk, but we ain't even kiss each other. We ain't even hug. Like, it's some days we don't even hug. My parents kiss each other every time they walk in the house. Guaranteed. I always seen that. Like, that's guaranteed. Like, when my dad came home from work all the way at 8 p.m. tired, he worked 2 jobs. The first thing I saw, I would even be trying to be in his way, like, Dad, hey, I got a question, blah, blah. Man, he made sure he went to go give his wife a kiss, right? Stuff like that, man. I want more stuff like that in my life to be a non-negotiable. Like, it don't matter how I'm feeling. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I want to get on my phone. Yeah, I got to send this email. Man, I need to go give my wife a kiss, right? At the least. So that's my little feedback on that. So I'm still a work in progress, like we all are.
Yes, sir.
Just pivoting real quick to Luther, would you classify yourself as an entrepreneur?
Yes, I do. And you know, just I consider myself a man of value, a man of value, man, because you know, you can easily say, you know, multiple sources of income, but I could literally, you know, tell you if I can't tell you, you feel me, myself, I can point you in a direction, and that's called being a man of value. You feel me? So yeah, it's just so important to, you know, get connected with. Life is networking, bro. You know, your network is your net worth.
Yeah, for sure. And I asked that question because, like, of course, you got the clothing brand, and I know you're heavy on investing and investing in yourself, not just self-development, but also financially. Have you had like moments of doubt? Like, were there ever a time that you wanted to stop the clothing brand, or you second guessed that investment, or I don't know if you do sell stocks or whatever, but like, was there a time where you was like, man, like I need to pivot or go a different direction? Like, what kept you through and persevered through that?
Man, it's my personal development, my routine. Your strength is in the routine, man. And it's been many times, bro. It's been many times where I wanted to throw in the towel, bro. Like, you know, if we're truly being transparent, man, I have no problem being transparent, bro. You know, I've been evicted. You feel me? I've had my car repoed. You know, I've had messed up stuff happen to my car when I don't mess with anybody like that, bro. And if it wasn't for my routine, bro, I don't know where I would be, bro. If it wasn't for self-development, me truly working on myself, yeah, bro, it'll be a totally different story, man. And I'm just I'm thankful and I'm grateful, man, for just, you know, personal development, just becoming the best person that I could be. So yeah, man, that's all part of the game, bro. We're gonna have times that we don't feel like doing it. But we got to keep going. Nobody's going to do it for us. That I preach that all the time. Nobody's going to do this for me, so I have to do it for myself. You know. Yeah. So
I got a real question. Yeah. Joe, I hope if you had one, I hope you don't forget it. But
I got you.
I just thought about this, man. Like, talk to the people about how important your circle is, because I know the importance of your circle, man.
I'm about to ask his network.
I know the importance of your circle. So yeah, you might teach me something, but I know it, man. But some people may not, man. How important is the people you surround yourself around? Because I know some kids, man. These dudes and girls, they so powerful, right? They got so much potential, but their circle is dragging them down. It's bringing them down.
Man, it's wow. Yeah, bro. You become that. You become what you watch. And it goes so deep into, bro, just, yeah, like you said, the people that you're around. I'm going to just say, you know, if you don't smoke, you know, and you get around people that smoke, come on now. It's 9 times out of 10, bro, it's going to happen, bro. So, you know, if you flip that to a positive, you feel me, you be around people that self-develop, you know, That's what you'll become, bro. You attract your tribe, man, and I'm so strong on that, bro. And that's why, you have to have time for people that's not. You definitely have to have time for the people that that's not on the same level. You have to have time for your friends that's not doing it, but it's very limited. You feel me? You definitely need that time. You need time with your mentors. You feel me? And you need time with people that will pour life into you. It's all balance, bro. You can still, hang around, but it's very limited. You feel me? You get very limited energy from it.
I know you got some mentors that are close to your age.
I was about to ask.
A lot of people got too much ego to learn from somebody their age. First of all, there's some people that don't want no mentor, period. But then there's other people that's like, man, you my age, bro. That's weird. Like I can't. I know he know more than me. I know he on the right track, but I just can't get past it, man. It's like I went to school with this dude. Like, come on, bro. Like my mentor, I can't even call you that, right? So how'd you get past that?
Man, listen, bro. Once I learned, like I said, once I learned that success leaves clues, these guys, you feel me? They got the sauce before me. That's cool, you feel me? But I had to learn that, they they learned this before me, bro. But they know they have the results that I have. You feel me? That I want. They have the results, and you feel me? If they can tell me what to do, man, you got to put that ego, that pride to the side, man. That's a true killer of of the black community, of black men, bro. We don't want to be transparent with somebody. We don't want to tell somebody I have a problem. Can you help me? It's simple as that, bro. It's like piercing to the heart or something, bro. Like, why? Like, it's so crazy, man. We have to do better. We have to just let that ego and pride to the side, bro, because we're harnessing our own growth. We're harnessing our own. We have superpowers, bro. We truly have superpowers. So just letting that ego go.
I don't have a question right now. I do have a comment though. I mean, if y'all got some feedback towards, that's fine. But I'm just spitballing, so don't mind me. But you know what I struggle with? I struggle with knowing when to step in and offer help versus when to just not offer help to somebody, like, because I don't know if I'm doing too much or, especially like, I'm just being real, like, especially like in the weight and fitness world, me losing 80 pounds in 4 months, man, I got some knowledge, man, I can give to people. And, I see some people doing real bad or looking real bad, and because I care, I'll be wanting to say something, but especially in that world, like, that's touchy, man. Somebody might really take that the wrong way if I offer help to them. Like, what you trying to say? I'm fat? You trying to say this and that? So like I said, not a question, just a comment, man. Like you said, a lot of us don't want to ask for help. It's hard for me to offer help sometimes. When I know I can help somebody, it's like, I'm gonna just let them live their life. Like, it's cool. But sometimes I feel bad, or sometimes I feel some type of way at the fact that I don't have the courage or the confidence enough to offer the help without caring what they think. Just some thoughts.
It doesn't that touch a lot on like society a little bit too, like having to be mindful of other people's possible insecurities.
Yeah,
because like a lot of the times it's people like Luther mentioned, like they don't want to be vulnerable when there's so much power in being vulnerable, because now you're opening up those scars, opening up those weaknesses, and really shining light on things that could really boost you up and make you the person that you want to be. But you're trying to cover it up, put so many band-aids over it. You're never really having that healing that you need. And that goes into people's relationships too, professional and professional. Your professional, life and what you do in that aspect. But there's just so much covering up. And then once you look at yourself one day and like, why am I not where I want to be? Why am I not at this job? Why am I not at this title?
Yep.
Well, you've been kind of masking it all and trying to put on a different character than actually showing what needs to be done or showing what needs to be worked on.
Right.
That's, again, I mean, even with social media, of course, that's bad, but I think it's even beyond that. You know what I mean? Just in public perception and the way people want to be viewed and the outlook of people worry too much about how people view them versus how you, at the end of the day, are going to view yourself and how you going to look at yourself in the mirror.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it truly all goes down to self-confidence, self-respect. And that's I'm sorry, just going back to pressing the snooze, bro. Like when you press the snooze, that's just showing lack of self-respect. You don't have respect for your goals or any. You feel me? It's just another way to look at it. Like, dang, I gotta have more self-respect for myself. Like, I got goals. I set these goals, and you feel me? I know I have to wake up early for these goals. So for sure, bro, I definitely get it. Nobody's perfect,
and
bro.
then
We always climbing though. I like that.
we are always climbing. We're gonna keep climbing too. I know you have been investing, and we're getting to the end of the podcast very soon. But can you give some advice and some tips on it, on some investing and I think financial. We talk about the Black community, and I think financial literacy is something that needs to be talked about more. Something that we're far behind in, especially even collaboration and coming together. I know you have your group, your core group that you worked with to, gain a lot of money and build your foundation and build what you want to see yourself, where you want to be at long term, and which is great. I think more people need to do that. But what is what advice do you have for those people?
Some of the best advice I got is truly, it's not what you do with $100. It's not what you do with $1,000. It's not what you do with $100,000. What you do with $1. You feel me? If you have to budget your money. You have to. You can't spend as much as you feel me as you earn. So it's truly, bro, just making sure that you invest in yourself. You feel me? It's out of $1, you have to invest 20 cents. You feel me? It's not what you do with a big amount. You have to start with small disciplines, bro. And just on the investment side, I would just say do your research. A lot of people just word of mouth it with investing, bro. You have to do your research. You have to do your research on certain companies, and just truly being a student. You have to become a student if you want to invest. So yeah, man, just be a student and know what you're investing in, literally.
For sure. And I got to vent real quick, just real quick. And this might be not a hot take, but whatever. I can't stand when people get home at like 4:00, 5:00, work their 9 to 5, whatever, get home and then complain about their money issues. I'm sorry, that triggers me. That triggered me just from growing up and knowing how like my mom would get to it, how I know people in our circle get to it. There's always an answer to your problem. And it's more times than not right in front of you. And usually it's you, again, looking and being vulnerable with yourself, like financially, like not really budgeting and looking at your budget. Like you're not really managing your money wisely. You don't have no spreadsheets. You're not really looking at where your money going. You're eating out all the time. Try to get a Chipotle bowl. You think it's going to be $8 and it's like nothing. And then you look and see that $8 accumulated to like 7 days a week.
Yes, sir. Like, I got two things on that, but go ahead.
That it bothers me, and it's not even about getting a second job and working harder, but just being wiser and being more mindful of your time. And I think I'm gonna hit on this more on my takeaway, but just like what Luther talked about in his life is just being efficient. You got to be efficient with it's a scarce resource. Time and is way more scarce than money, because there's always money out there. But for a lot of people, it is very scarce, and a lot of people that struggle to get to it. So you got to be really mindful, and you might have to sacrifice what you want in that time to not live paycheck to paycheck. But it's easier said than done. And I get that. And I'm speaking from a place of privilege right now to really say that. And I'm recognizing that. But that's something that always gets to me. I'm like, well, there's Rover, there's other things. Like you figure it out. Like you can do something else. There's something else out there that you can do to maybe get some more money, even if you are poorly managing your money. There's something. There gotta be some give and take somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Don't they say? I think they say, I could tell you all about your life if I look at your 9 to 5, but I could tell you all about your future if I look at your 5 to 9. So you know what I mean? Like that alone,
that's
man.
Tough.
That alone is everything, man. What you do after work, that's the key. What you do during work, man, that's just gonna be what it is. Like as soon as I find out what your career is, as soon as I find out what you do for a living, I can tell you exactly what your life look like. I can tell you what type of car you drive. I can tell you where you live in. But man, what you do from 5 to 9, if I find out what you're doing from 5 to 9, and look though, 9 to 5, right? You work from 9 to 5. 5 to 9 could be before work or when you get off of work. So what are you doing from 5 to 9 in the morning, and what are you doing from 5 to 9 when you sleep, when it's time to go to sleep at night? Whatever those 5 to 9s are, that tells me what your future is, man. And then the other thing that I thought about when you said just a little Chipotle bowl, they said it was a quote. I don't know the quote, so I'm probably gonna butcher it, but it was like people can't save $5,000 because they spend $13.70 a day or something like that. So I ain't gonna lie, I saw that. I said, man, let me do the math. $13.70 times 365 is $5,000. You could save 5 bands on top of what you already saving and investing just by throwing $13.70 on a Chipotle bowl instead of getting that Chipotle bowl. Put it in your savings. Every time you think about Chipotle, put it in your savings, man. And shoot, I think about Chipotle 5 out of 7, 4 out of 7 of the week. So I don't get it every time, but when I say no, I might as well just be like, well, let's say I did get it. Let me just throw that. I know it's only $14. Let me just throw that because I do get double. Let me just throw that in the savings real quick. I need to start doing that for real.
Hey,
No doubt.
no, it's a fact. The another book, The Compound Effect.
I've heard about that one. I ain't read it yet.
Yes, sir. Yes. Gems. Hey, somebody watching, whoever watching this, whoever is going to watch this, The Compound Effect too. Oh my gosh.
Compound Effect.
Yeah,
And
bro. I'm sorry, I go crazy with the highlighter. So, bro, that book is, man, it's all marked up. So yeah.
I'm dead.
Compound Effect. I didn't read that one yet. I do have that one. I think a book that I did read. That's a great book. And Luther and Bryce, if you haven't read it yet, the Psychology of Money is a great book, and talking about even rich people make some poor decisions, but what do their poor decisions look like, and where does it go in terms of their investing, and where is it actually? It could be something that's a poor decision in terms of a property versus yours being something that's as buying a hoodie that's $200. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I know mine was getting a car that I did not need because this car sucks. I got a big payment on a car right now, and it's terrible. I regret buying it, and I shouldn't have bought it. And guess who told me not to buy it? My wife. I said, I need a car. Forget what you're talking about. Anyway.
Yeah, the women be right, man.
No, they don't, but yeah.
Psychology of Money, great book. And then, of course, Luther, you read this one, and I think Bryce have too, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Great book.
Legendary book.
Yeah. But man, Luther, can you, as we get to a close of this podcast, this great podcast, I really want to keep going, but I know people got stuff to do. You got your routine. I don't want to throw you off. But what's one thing you would tell 17-year-old Luther? And what advice would you give him?
I would give him the advice of shoot. Just
you gotta think now. That's a junior. That's junior.
Yeah,
in high school.
Yeah, man. It's a totally different Lou, man. It's a totally different Lou. I would just tell him, keep your faith in God strong, man. I'm a living testimony, bro. Like, God has truly helped me out, bro. And just if I would have knew that then, I had to drive in everything, bro. I wasn't putting God first. Put your faith in the highest power, man, because He's the reason why we wake up. He's the reason why we do anything, why we have anything, bro. So just keeping my faith in God stronger.
Absolutely. And then just so you can like speak into existence, I'm big on that and manifestation. Some people aren't. I actually talk to my boy, he's down here, and we argue about it all the time, but I'm big on it. And so I just want you to put it out in the air. Where is Luther going to be a year from now? And then where is he going to be 10 years from now as far as your self-development and career-wise?
Okay. A year from now, man, I'll be truly meeting with leaders. You feel me? Just more leaders in my community, and just becoming the best. Just becoming better than I was last year, bro. Just smarter, wiser, stronger, just a totally different person. 10 years, man, I see 10 years, I see just, abundance. And not just with me, just the people around me. I want the people around me to have everything that they want. You feel me? And need, you feel me? It just everybody around me happy. I need the peace and just everybody living their best lives, man. And truly not having to worry, just worry about the small things, bro. So
I like that. Most people, when they answer that question, they talk about themselves. You said you want everybody else to be happy. I like that. That's that gratitude.
Hey, bro,
It speaks to your character, man.
yeah, man. It's just, and I'm big on this. I know we got to go, but once I changed, everything around me changed. I had to change first. You feel me? I was always a good person, but I had to change so many different things about Luke. So that's what happened.
This was good. This was a good conversation. I hope a lot of viewers can take a lot from this. But can we get into these takeaways, man? I'm gonna start off because I know Bryce always got a lot to say, and Lou, I know you, so you're gonna spit some gems. But just going back to just like people that's out there, whether it's your faith in God, and I don't know if you're a believer or not, whatever, just have a foundation, something that you lean on, and move with consistency and efficiency. Because our time is not promised. On our time on this earth is not promised. So every second you get, be grateful for. Be happy to have a glass. That's something I've been saying a lot this year. Is just whether it's something that's going wrong in your life, something going good in your life, try to be at a constant, never too high, never too low. And just remember, your problems is somebody else's blessing. And I know we don't talk about the news and stuff a lot, but there's a lot of stuff that's going on overseas and in other countries right now, and people are losing their lives, and people are in way less fortunate situations. A lot of people in the U.S. in far less fortunate situations than we have the opportunity to be in. So just be appreciative of that and be grateful for every moment you get.
Yes, sir.
You or me?
Yes, sir.
I don't care.
I'll go, man. I'll go. Literally, and Bryce said this, at the beginning. Just being your authentic self, man. Truly, with all these, all these other influences, if it don't feel right, don't do it. You feel me? You attract your tribe, man. You have to be your authentic self. Somebody's going to mess with you. Somebody is going to appreciate you if you be your authentic self. When you don't be your authentic self, that's when other influences get to coming in, and now you're just a mosh pit. You feel me? It's just crazy. So you're not your own self. Be your authentic self, and being childish at heart. Being childish at heart. If kids want something, if they want to know something, they're gonna find the info. We have to become childish at heart. We have to get our energy up. We have to have more energy. I'm sick. Oh, I'm tired. You talk to somebody. Oh, I'm tired. Become childish at heart. You feel me? Some kids, they not tired until they go to sleep.
Literally. And if they are, they like, man, I ain't tired. And then they fall asleep.
For real. Exactly. Come on. Now we got to become childish at heart. But and like you said, Bryce, you're non-negotiable. Being uncomfortable. Truly, because there's no growth in the comfort zone. There's no growth. You can't get to your goals in the comfort zone unless you doing something for matches or something. I don't know. I don't know. But be uncomfortable. And yes, I definitely have to read the psychology of money, because I've heard a lot of gems from that. So
good. That's funny, man. You said something about the comfort zone. You just made me think, man. It was this picture, man, years ago. It was the comfort zone, but it was in the graphic. It was like graphic designed into the Twilight Zone, because the Twilight Zone is kind of like weary and weird, and an interesting show. And they basically said, they were saying like the comfort zone is just like the Twilight Zone, not something that you want to be around. You want to be in an uncomfortable situation all the time. But I think my main takeaway is just if you are on a grind of self-development, just keep going because you don't know who might be watching you, right? And if we can just impact even one person, you know how powerful it is to change one person's life, bro.
Beautiful thing,
Man. We in positions to change multiple people's lives. I don't whether it's 3 or thousands, man. But regardless, man, if you could even just change, if you could just positively impact one person, man, I know God got to be happy, right? He got to be disappointed and a little upset if we only impact and focus on ourselves. So I know this is about self-development, but if you work on you and you continue to self-develop, man, you just keep going because you don't know who's watching, and you just might. Like Luther, even you, man, Lou, man, you posting every day. You post with positivity. You sharing, man. You in my DM showing nothing but support, right? And you always posting. You running, you with the guys and with your mentors, man. And I'm watching, right? I'm watching.
Sure.
You don't know who else is watching, man. Like a lot of people, they just skip through the story, but just know they see it, man. Because I see it. And I'll be skipping through people's stories. I'll be going quick. But even when I go quick, I see it, right? It's not like I don't recognize it. So you don't know, man. This is a message to everybody. Be mindful of the message that you putting out in this world through your own actions, right? And if you doing positive stuff, keep going because you just might change somebody's life. And they'll never tell you. They'll never tell you thank you. If they become successful, they may not ever say, you know what? So-and-so, watching him run every day, watching him consistently do his routine and write his goals down and show me that's what really got me started. They may not ever give you the credit, but that could have been what changed their life. So just continue to do what you do. That's my message to not just you, but everybody for real. That's all I got. So that's it. That's it. Go ahead,
That's
close.
a wrap, man. That's a wrap. Another great episode, Luther. Thank you for joining. Definitely look forward to having you on again. To all the viewers, please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep climbing.
I was lost in the dark, blinded by all of this pain that's up in my face. And then I got right with God, got on my knees and I told God to show me the way. I got my helmet of salvation, so